Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And a lot of my viewers probably still believe in Santa Claus. I wonder what the average age of no longer believing in Santa Claus is.
Well, that's hard to say for sure.
I wonder who the oldest people are who still believe in Santa Claus. Like, I wonder if you could find any, like, teenagers out there who still do. That would be kind of interesting.
I don't know. There's probably adults with Down syndrome whose elderly parents still do the whole Santa thing.
Maybe.
Oh, screw it. I'm not going to be here by myself.
But yeah, I want to stick to Texas for at least one more day. I just not ready yet. Hey, Chase. I actually did. Oh, you're here in Texas?
Yeah, I didn't want to be by myself.
Oh.
Because again, I don't know where to go to actually catch anything in that new place.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
like,
neither would
okay,
I.
So, given that fact, I wouldn't know where to go or what to do. So I would mostly just be frustrated. Doesn't sound fun.
I forgot to fast forward time, so hopefully this ends up being a decent time for catching fish.
Oh, shit. Well, the good news is, because of the time that it is right now, it's unlimited amounts of, there's no wait time of reset.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, 5 a.m.'s no bueno. Fast forward to
No,
noon.
I have 2 p.m. for some reason, even though I never fast
Oh.
forwarded time.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Should be fine. If you end your game session without leaving, and it'll be you're in the same place at the same time as when you last left. Like if you went straight to the game menu and just hit leave game, as opposed to going to the escape menu and leaving the map, different thing. Yeah, for me, lure fishing's the only thing that's fun.
That's the one where you just slowly pull it back in, right?
When you have the casting spoon, there's different ways that you can do it. Different techniques.
Hey, Alex, thank you. Chase, it is 10:30 right now. I kind of took a nap today, so I'm not too tired, but I can't stay up forever because tomorrow I have stuff to do.
Me personally, I like a stop and go technique.
Mm-hmm.
You let the thing float to the bottom, then reel it in just enough to where it's like maybe traveled 6 feet and is in the halfway point between the surface of the water and the riverbed, pond bed, lake bed, whatever. Seems to work pretty good. I'm like 1/5 of the way or so to getting my achievement for Ass Master for catching 250 bass.
Oh, wow. I just caught up.
Personally,
Whoa, that's a big crappie.
Yeah, I think they should have named that achievement Bass to Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, I got a meme fish.
A green dunce crappie.
Now, that said, I'm a high enough level now to where that huge XP gain isn't quite
Kicking the ass
quite
it
as
once was.
meaty as it used to be. Yeah.
Yeah, like I
It's
said, I
still-
think
still
starting
good,
next
though.
session we'll be able to go some other places and try to figure out what's good. But I'm not ready quite yet.
I know what you mean.
I'm not there yet. I just need a ginger, you hear me? A ginger.
You got it, chum.
I just imagine him sounding like J. Jonah Jameson in the Sam Raimi
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies. Because he kind of looks like him.
If only Peter Parker was actually a ginger. But yeah, that would. I love that shit.
I dead-ass did not get it, but I was scared to admit it until last night. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay.
Thank you, Dracky B.
These places want diversity. My name is Billy, and I'm a gay retard.
The children at this camp really like to do rap battles.
Yes, I am a child rapist.
Have you got a bite?
Yeah.
Nice. I've had one so far.
Yeah,
I may have overfished that area over there.
on this map, my experiences with lure fishing here set up this combination of my equipment here. I pretty consistently just have the drag setting on what is it, 6? Yeah, 6, and it's the maximum amount of tension that I've ever gotten on this thing is 1 bar outside of the line possibly snapping. And I've discovered when the thing is red, it does put extra stress on your line, making it degrade faster. But unless it hits the danger zone where the thing's flashing, it's not actually in danger of the line just outright snapping. At least not from what I've seen so far. So I just keep it on this setting forever so that I don't have to fight the fucking things. It works pretty good.
Kyle, that would be on brand. That would be on brand for the Seahawks lately under Pete Carroll. That would certainly be on brand, so...
What, they're adding advertisements to the jerseys, and Pete Carroll says that they're going to get InfoWars advertised on there.
I wish.
Could you fucking imagine that? Russell Wilson's under center, and he starts, doing his crazy shit, his call-outs before he hikes the ball. He goes, Bill Clinton is a rapist. Bill Clinton is a rapist. Infowars.com, Infowars.com, hike!
6 million is not a reasonable number. 6 million is not a reasonable number.
Wooden doors, hike!
You know, in 10 years, when we have some of these, like, red-pilled Zoomers in the NFL, I wonder if that's going to happen. Remember the,
Well, by then, all kickers will be female, so they'll go for it on every 4th down.
Yeah. Remember the Chris Christie thing?
Which one? There's been a lot.
Yeah, he's a Packers fan.
Uh-oh.
And Aaron Rodgers in one game had a pre-snap cadence that was New York Bozo. And everyone thought, well, that's probably in reference to Chris Christie.
Well, he's from New Jersey, though.
Is he from New Jersey, or was he just governor of New Jersey?
See, that's hard to say, because on the one hand, you're kind of supposed to be from the place that you become a politician for, but Hillary Clinton became senator of New York, so...
And she's from Arkansas, right?
Yeah. They bought some retarded summer home in some fucking place in New York somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got that guy John Ossoff, who's from California, and he's been running for Georgia congressional
Senator, yeah.
seats for a while now.
How ironic. He could tell others to vote for him, but he could not vote for himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a similar situation with Beto O'Rourke, too. He's from fucking Virginia.
Hmm.
I wonder if you had any female viewers who might have been scared away from watching these streams because I unleashed these red pills.
I've had a couple of female viewers over the years, and most of them were brought here by Santee.
Alright. I asked that because I still remember that one guy who was like, "The snacks hate women."
Well, the guy who asked that is red-pilled himself, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean, I'm not thinking that he thinks that I'm a bigot. It's more like I'm wondering how many other people think that same thing. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, wow, if you had any female viewers, they probably might not be watching anymore.
I'm pretty sure about 3% of my viewer base is female. And of the ones who watch me who are female, I don't think any of them come to the stream regularly. So I'm not worried about it, and neither should you be.
Doing this whole spotted bass thing, farming these guys, catching a shitload of them. The XP is like not even making a dent anymore. I'd have to catch like a couple hundred of these to level up, but it's still real good money. So I figure that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Where was the place you bought the 20-day pass for?
The Leslie Villa Fishery in the Czech Republic.
Well, I'm tempted to actually just pack up and go there with you now, because I am not having very much luck catching anything here right now.
Yeah.
Like
that said, though, we're probably not going to have a whole ton of success catching anything there either, because again, we got to like figure out where the shit.
Yeah, but we can probably do
where
that.
It spawns, right?
And unlike here, everything we catch at that other location is going to be good.
Hopefully.
Because most of the fish we catch here now are not very valuable to us because we've caught so many of them. Like, I don't really care about crappies unless they're trophies.
Pretty much, yeah. Alright, well, let me catch one more fish and I'll leave.
These places love diversity. Hello, my name is Sarah Fuller, and I'm a lesbian female.
Whoa. Pretty
Guys,
much.
Sarah's filling out an application to try to be a kicker for the Vanderbilt football team.
Oh my. It's really funny because it's like, she had the opportunity to show people if she could do it. Even though she didn't have like a ton of playing time, she still had the chance to kick here and there and also to practice. So you got the situation of like when she was practicing from the 1 yard line, which it's impossible to actually have a kick from there.
Yeah.
Then you've got, she did that kickoff, she did a squib kick, but I don't know if it's changed or not, but like people still don't know if that squib kick was intentional or if she was trying to do a regular kickoff and just fucking shanked it.
Mm-hmm. We'll
And then
never
you've
know.
got Then you've got like her with trying to do a field goal and it went wide left. And I think that was just practice, but like good.
Well, yeah, she
God.
never tried a field goal in an actual game. The only thing she tried was an extra point, and she did make it.
So I mean, imagine if you were like a second string player who was trying to get scouted to at least end up going like at least like a D4 or D3 college, something like that. But the only thing that you really had to show in terms of your ability to play was just out of practice, and then maybe 1 or 2 snaps in a legitimate game. If that was a guy, there's no fucking way. Like, he wouldn't get picked up by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, oh yeah, maybe I just got to keep trying. So like, why? Stop.
I mean, is she actually a good soccer player is my question. Because she had to transfer out of Vanderbilt to go to North Texas.
Well, that's the thing. Is if she's a good soccer player, again, it requires context. Is she a good soccer player when she plays against other women?
Mm-hmm.
Or can she do it against guys? And the answer is
obviously
maybe no, but gonna do.
How common are female kickers in high school, Jonathan? That's kind of interesting. Because apparently there is this one female kicker in high school who actually does, like, play like a guy. She actually does go around and make tackles. She doesn't just run off the field as soon as... But I guess that's rare. My question is, how many female kickers total are there in high school football? Because I didn't know that was actually a thing.
Well, probably a lot, because you gotta remember public school. Woof. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, here we go. Finally. It's not honest, but it's much. Ooh, spotted bass. Hello. Okay, yeah, so if things don't start biting quickly here, I'm probably just going to clock out and head to the Czech Republic like you did, so if you want to go there with me, I think that sounds cool.
Yeah. I'm leaving right now because my fucking net's already full.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, screw it then. I'll leave now too. May as well.
Pretty much. Alright, let's see.
I'm assuming kickers in high school football in general are pretty atrocious.
It depends,
I mean, how many of them make college, and how many of those kickers make the pros, and how many pro kickers still suck?
Well, yeah. Going by that logic, largely, most of them are terrible. But, Okay, nice. I can go travel back there for 20 days for only $4.75, and I made way more than that. Just getting those fish. Like I said, spotted bass, still lots of money. No XP.
Okay.
Crap. I blew it. I joined the wrong room. Oh, no, wait, never mind. I haven't joined the room yet. Thought I made a mistake. Alright, so...
Montana, as of right now, I would say probably yes. Hey, Robert. Okay, so... I'm going to go ahead and leave. We actually have 12 viewers right now. A lot of people are spending their Christmas Eve watching somebody pretend to fish. Is
nice.
that a little sad or what? I don't know how to feel about it.
Neither do I, to be frank.
Okay, so Czech Republic. What did you say it was called?
The Lesny Villa Fishery. Yeah. See, I keep not wanting to call it the Czech Republic because that's not what the Czech call the place. They changed the name a number of years ago to the they changed it to Czechia.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna buy the advanced license for 1 day for now. And you said you bought a 20-day pass?
The advanced license I got was for a week in real time, and then I did 20 days on the thing. Yeah.
I'll just do 30 days. It's not that much more.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna make a friends only room here, but
Ooh, cool. It looks like the best fish is in the morning.
Hopefully.
Why is it so damn cheap to fly halfway around the world?
Well, it's not, because that pass is to stay there for a period of time. Mm-hmm. The big costs actually were the traveling. What I experienced.
You said the Holocaust.
Where are the graves? He says you can't find a single one of them. Let's see here. Sloppy spoon it is.
Bread with honey. It looks like I have all the right bait to catch all the fish here.
I don't use bait anymore. Bait's for suckers, and Hank Hill is also a sucker. I fish only with lures.
Montana TV, we usually play Among Us once or twice a week, so I don't know exactly when the next time we play it will be, but it will happen. Peace. He's a Holocaust revisionist.
There's more museums than Jews, even.
Okay, where are you?
I'm not sure yet. Hold on. Alright, European perch. Worth absolute crap money, but a lot more XP than bass, so I'll take it.
Are you like at the north side or the south side of the map?
I think the bottom side.
Okay.
Two chairs over here, but you can't actually sit in them. It's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm right there. Hey, what happened?
What? What?
No. Somebody's username is what happened. And I said, hey, what happened? Okay.
So, earlier today I was watching everyone's favorite Christmas movie, Die Hard.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't make action movies like that anymore. It's unfortunate.
I have not watched that one this year. I wonder when my dad's going to start to ask for it.
Oh, man. These fish that I'm catching right now, I think this is probably another perch. And yes, it is. They are super duper not stressful on my line at all. So I've got my drag is maxed out. These guys are just, they have no chance.
Money's Huddle says he wishes Snacks Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Unfortunately, times are tough for me just like they have been for everybody else. I'm going through personal problems. Maybe not so much like everybody else is, but lots of other people are too. So, you just try to take your joys and your happiness wherever you can in the world because things are bad. And unfortunately, I don't think that they're going to get any better because at the end of the day, I do not trust the government. And I don't just mean the U.S. government. I mean governments anywhere on the planet to do the right thing and to let people live their lives. There's lots of people who... What?
Money's Huddle said he just watched Die Hard 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I got a fighter here. Okay, this one might be substantial.
Let me check. Oh, whoopsie doodle. Man, that sucks. I may have to leave and then come back.
Why?
Because I need the global shop.
Hmm.
Because the shop that's on this map is really shitty, and I forgot to stock up before I came here. Because I'm experimenting with a lot of different types of lures right now.
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, I just caught something pretty big with my casting spoon. Let's check this out. What do we got?
young common carp, not bad.
2.2 damn near. Hello. Good money.
How much XP?
Only 28, actually, which is not great.
But the money, though.
Money's nice. Thank you, Nicholas. What's so goddamn merry about it, though?
What rod are you using right now? Like, how do you fish like that?
That rod is... Oh, crap. I can't open the stupid menu. It's the one I bought yesterday. It's a feeder rod, I think is what it's called.
I did not watch your perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to leave and come back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a feeder rod.
Get some shit.
I think is what it's called. Money's Huddle. The third one is pretty fun.
Yo, Doug, this is driving me nuts right here. Check this out. See this broad on Tinder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's all like, you know, don't even talk to me, you know, if you don't have at least a bachelor's degree kind of shit, whatever. You know, she wants some guy who went to college because she, you know, women are they're herd mentality creatures. So when a group tells them to think this way, it doesn't matter any kind of context or logic. That's just how they're going to think. And they've been told somebody's not educated unless they, you know, spend a ton of money in some degree. But what's making me laugh here is, you know, she's making this big deal about a degree. She's working as a fucking flight attendant. I'm all like, do you have any idea how many jobs there are that don't require a college degree that make way more fucking money than flight attendants do? Come on. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was kind of silly. So let's see.
Yeah, anyway, Money's Huddle. Die Hard 3's fun. Die Hard 4, I think I remember liking it, but it's very different. And I never saw 5.
Yeah, the fourth one was the last one I saw, too. No more.
I liked it, but it's very different from the others. I think 2's pretty bad, honestly. I've seen that one a few times.
Shit. That's not what I wanted. Think I'll have Fry's lower horn jerked. It's used to it. Woo. Okay, so, right. I'm gonna go pick these up.
But yeah, I've read some articles about how the original Die Hard really changed action movies. Because before Die Hard, most of the action heroes looked very different from the way John McClane looked. They were a lot more obvious. You know, it was stuff like, you know, Arnold in Commando and stuff like that. And Bruce Willis had a wit to him that most action heroes at that time did not have.
Yeah, like my favorite line in the original Die Hard is when he's trying to call 911 for the first time, and the police operators at the, you know, wherever the hell it is receive these calls, they think it's a crank call. So this lady comes up and she's all like, "Excuse me, whoever you are, this channel's for emergencies only." And he goes, "No fucking shit, lady. Does it sound like I'm ordering a pizza?" That's the best line in the movie. It's just so good.
And Bruce Willis before Die Hard was not considered to be an action hero actor at all. It was almost like Michael Keaton as Batman. Ooh. I did work in a hospital, chum, but only doing laundry.
What do you think we should do? Oh man, that was good stuff.
Dang, this fish I have on the hook just gave up. Or got off, I can't tell. Oh no, okay, he's still on. He is not my son, but an escaped slave.
I intend to beat him. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay. I'm buying a ton of these things. I might fuck this shit up pretty easy.
Every time I try to talk to a girl, they just laugh at me. What do I do, Foxford?
Have you tried being yourself? Okay, let's see here. Me backpack is full.
Okay, I caught a nice carp. Mirror carp. These are some fat fish I'm catching.
Oh, I know what I gotta do. Take these things here. Stuff them in like that. Yeah, there. That's what I'm talking. It's more like it. Easy peasy. Oh. Pretty sad. There's a lot of really nice looking and attractive black ladies in my area, but they all have that fucking stupid nose piercing that drives me nuts.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that fucking shit, man.
Is it the big one, or is it like the tiny one you can barely see?
Both, but like the tiny one you can barely see to me is even uglier, because then I think it's just some like weird boogers hanging out of your nose or some shit. I'm like, oh bitch, like grab a tissue. What the fuck? Damn, bitch, you live like this. That's good stuff. Okay, what all did I buy?
You know, one thing with Die Hard 2 is it's the only movie other than Terminator 2 that I've seen Robert Patrick in. So there's that.
Wait. You gotta use bait when you have a spinner? Well, no, because I can't. Oh, hook must be equipped. Okay. Wait a minute. Doesn't make any sense. Oh, that was just wrong. Okay. Let's give this a shot. See what happens. Ooh.
Oh, he's in the X-Files? Okay, I must have missed that. I think he was in some movie playing the father of the main character, but I can't remember what movie it was. There's this one movie he's in for very little time. He's playing the main character's father, but I can't remember the movie.
Who?
Robert Patrick.
Oh. Wait, wasn't he the Twilight guy?
No.
Oh, that's Robert Pattinson.
Robert Patrick was the T1000.
Right. Oh, he's in The Sopranos.
Oh, really? Okay. And apparently, he was also the villain in Die Hard 2. Or one of the villains in Die Hard 2. Yeah, The X-Files was one of those shows that I never started watching.
Yeah, same here, actually. It just seemed boring to me.
I do find it amusing that of the two writers who wrote The X-Files, one of them went on to write Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and the other one just didn't do anything until they decided it was time to reboot The X-Files.
That tells you all you need to know right there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. This girl burns coal like crazy. 19-year-old white girl going to Boise State University. Says that she's a sports journalist at Boise State University, which means that she fucks black guys on the basketball team. She has a ton of Black Lives Matters posters in her room and a bunch of pictures of rappers. And her bio just says Tupac or Biggie. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
Do you remember the deleted scene in American History X?
Which one?
It was the one where the neo-Nazi guy and the fat guy go to this restaurant and they run into an interracial couple.
Yeah.
White girl, black guy.
Yeah.
Robert Patrick also runs the Sons of Anarchy now on Mayans. Huh.
Yeah, he's got a role on that show. Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched Sons of Anarchy. Maybe if I was a biker.
That's a good move because, like, the first couple of seasons were really good because they were like exactly what you thought it was going to be. You know, a show about an outlaw biker gang.
Mm-hmm.
Then, as the show went on, it kind of got pants on head retarded, and it was basically unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
People who've watched Sons of Anarchy know what I'm talking about when I say that that show went off the rails when they did the Ireland thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I watched the entirety of that fucking show, but couldn't.
JS in chat says it dragged on.
Yeah. I could not maintain the same level of being interested as I was for those first couple seasons once they had the season where they went to Ireland. It just went fucking right in the toilet.
It's like when 24 got Freddie Prinze Jr. to play one of the main characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, my favorite character was Opie. So, again, people who've seen that show know exactly when I started to not give a single fuck about what was happening with that show anymore.
Mm-hmm.
second favorite character was Opie's dad. He was fucking based. That
Which
dude
one
said
was
the N-word
Ron
a
Perlman?
lot. He played this character Clay. He was the when the show starts, he's the president of the biker gang, and he's the main character's stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find the actor name. Actor's name, you may know who this is. I don't think, but William Lucking.
No, not familiar with that name.
Okay, I'll start naming off some other roles that he had. Let's see here.
Yeah, JS says Robert Patrick as a degenerate gambler on The Sopranos.
Yep. I love when they're looting his business, and he's like, "Oh my God, the IRS! I want to do an audit. I'm gonna go to jail." And Tony's like, he just got the news that the FBI is looking at him hard. He just starts screaming at him. He's like, "Why don't you go back in your fucking hole?" Oh man, that was good shit. Nah, that was actually one of my favorite moments in the series. Was when I forget his character's name. I think it was Davey or something. But to try to pay off his gambling debts to Tony, he was kind of forced to give Tony his car.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, it was his son's car or something, I think. Or maybe he just let his son drive. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, Tony, he couldn't really sell that car to make any kind of money. So what he did is he ended up just giving it to Meadow. And Meadow was friends with this dude's kid. So she's like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll give you a ride." And then he sees his fucking car, like his dad's car, whatever the fuck it was.
Mm-hmm.
And Meadow's got this now. And he knows that Tony Soprano is a gangster because, like, pretty much everybody does. It's an open secret. So they're like, "Okay, so your gangster father blackmailed my dad into giving him the car, and now you're driving it."
If
And
you
just-
want to know the kind of girl that I find attractive, Meadow Soprano, that's pretty top tier stuff right there.
Yeah, she's. I agree. I think she's pretty good.
Jamie Lynn Sigler.
Yeah. Let's see here. Did you ever see Stripes with Bill Murray?
No, I've heard about. Is that the one where the dude joins the army just to lose weight?
It might be. Shit, he had a really big part in that movie. You wouldn't have a clue, so never mind. Like a lot of the stuff that he's in, there's almost no chance that you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Fuck. I don't know. Google the guy, I guess. Ooh, finally a bite. Let's see what it is.
Yeah, JS, she was. But we all know the true queen of that category is Don Draper's daughter in Mad Men. Let's see how many lists I can get myself put on.
What's up? Oh, I never watched Mad Men, so if you're making a GPLA joke, I don't understand.
No. The girl was like 9 years old.
Hey, okay, you were making a GPLA style joke.
Yes.
That was the one where, fuck, it's kind of sad because I'm pretty sure this was the daughter Kobe had that died with him in the crash. But she was like 8 years old at the time, and GPL was like, he was like, "Damn, she's gonna be so hot in 10 years." Everybody's like, "Dude, what the fuck's wrong with you?" Oh man, what a savage.
Yeah. There is shit you just don't say.
He was like the first person I thought of when I heard about the news when Kobe died, because that was one of the things that GPLA was really famous for, was that he'd make threads, because there'd always be a thread anytime a famous person died. They'd be like, "Oh man, I just heard that this guy died. Rest in peace." He's like, "Why are you guys saying rest in peace? You didn't know him. Like, it doesn't affect your life at all that this person that you didn't associate with died." So that was the first thing I thought of, because I'm all like, I know that it would never happen because Kobe was beloved by that board enough to where people wouldn't do it just to troll GPLA. But I'm all like, he definitely should have got that shit thrown right back at him.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Ugh.
Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Prussian Carp, a new one. Yeah, honestly, okay, on the top, I don't know if you would like Mad Men, because on the one hand, it was written by the guy who co-wrote The Sopranos. On the other hand, most people think that show is very boring, and I do, to a certain extent, understand why. Like, I can't get my parents into it at all.
Using lures, I'm only catching these European perch, and you might be able to see. I just caught one that was 1/3 of a pound. So, like,
weird.
I'm really, really not blowing the doors off of this fishing experience right now. Because, like, I'm sure that you can catch carp and stuff with lures, but when you go into the menu to look at the thing, there's only 2 fish on this map that it says preferred lures. There's northern pike and there's European perch. The perch is the small one that I keep catching. Pikes really like lures that I'm not a high enough level to use yet. So.
Yeah, well, JS, I mean, the thing with Mad Men that I really like is that it's the only TV show I've ever seen that looks like a Hitchcock movie. Like, I've never even seen another TV show try to look like that.
Alright. I'm going to go with my floating rod and see if I can catch anything with bread and honey.
Well, honestly, JS, I think January Jones was hotter than all of Draper's mistresses. Like, I know January Jones is kind of, and her role in the show was kind of like the stereotypical standard blonde bombshell or whatever, and some people find that kind of dull, but I would take January Jones over any of Draper's mistresses.
Tattoos are degenerate. Big time.
Yeah, Gavin McInnes was like a punk anarchist when he was younger, so his body is covered in tattoos, and he regrets it a lot now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like one of those things I was talking about, where, like, if you have tattoos, you can't donate blood. There's like a ton of other things that you can't do. Sitting here like, man, ugh. I mean, I've long held the opinion, because white people aren't the only ones to get tattoos, but there's such a fucking obsession with them in the white community. I almost feel like it's like a subconscious thing where they're ashamed of being white and they want to cover up their skin as much as they can. Like I said, white people are not the only ones that get tattoos, but it just seems so baffling to me. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think JS, I think my favorite scene in Mad Men is the scene when Kitty realizes her husband is gay. That's such a bizarre scene. It's darkly hilarious.
Magically delicious.
Hey, Washi, what's up? Well, yeah, I mean, it would make sense why that's the case, Washi. Ooh. Bite. Here we go. Hey, Pigeon.
Just got this fucking dingleberry dragonfly staring at me. Fucking dick.
Washi, there's no point to me making a Jamal Adams watch. Everybody knows what he is and what he's doing for this team, and his ability and his status as a player for this team next year is not in question by anyone. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, how do you do the rod stand thing? 'Cause I just bought one.
Hit 9, and then you should be able to place it.
Down right.
Oh yeah, JS.
You gotta cast out before you put it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure.
Before you put it on the rod stand, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, JS, if Mad Men tried to be woke, it would have been atrocious. The whole point is that it's a period piece. Like, there's a scene in one of the season openers of Mad Men where a bunch of black people are outside on a sidewalk picketing for fair wages or something like that, you know, because it's during the civil rights movement, because it's the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like picketing, and these guys who work at an advertising firm are working in the building that is like overlooking the sidewalk, and they're looking down laughing at these uppity Negroes, you know. So then they get the idea to make a bunch of water bombs and throw them down at the picketing people.
That's pretty bad.
So they start doing that, and of course they get in a lot of trouble for it. But the point is, there was a review right after that episode came out that was like, "Oh, this is so unrealistic. It could never happen. This broke my suspension of belief." And it turns out that literally exactly happened on the exact date depicted in the show, in the exact place. Like, there was literally an incident where that exact thing happened. Yeah, JS, and there was that one episode where, God, what was the name of the firm? Sterling Cooper had to hire a black secretary because a bunch of them showed up for a position, and it would look really bad if they just sent a whole bunch everybody home without a job, so they had to pick one. And then Cooper came out and was like, "It's okay if we hire a black person, but don't you dare put her out front where people can see her."
So yeah, I thought what you were going to say is that they used the same mentality they used for hiring all the secretaries, where they just picked a hot one, and then the subsequent torrid office affair is actually what created AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a historical show.
Yeah, Washi, I mean, in a manner of speaking, it already kind of is. I'm going to make that video for the next 2 weeks anyway. Pigeon in chat says, ask Snacks about his thoughts on DC in general and its themes compared to Marvel.
Oh, I prefer DC to Marvel, and I really think that the big reason that it's failing right now compared to Marvel in terms of getting people to go see Cape shit is because they haven't been able to actually pick up on what DC's identity is, which is about like actually being good. And they try to do one of two things. They either decide, hey, Batman's super dark and violent, so that's what people want to see. Let's make this shit really dark and violent, and then it doesn't fit with any of the other characters aside from Batman. Or they just try to copy Marvel's formula, and then it ends up feeling really fake and like a ripoff, because it is. But I do like DC a lot better, and I'm not just talking about the awful Cape shit movies. I'm talking about the characters themselves. I really liked the DC animated universe, you know, just like a lot of people. I also really like that that cartoon Batman the Brave and the Bold, where they had a lot more. I would call them obscure DC characters in terms of, they're not constantly making movies about those guys. They had Plastic Man, Green Arrow before Green Arrow got super popular with the TV show, Aquaman, Dr. Fate, shit like that. It's pretty good. Oh, and the Blue Beetle. But I really like Booster Gold and The Question.
Yeah. I like Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, it's pretty cool too.
Maybe one day we'll get a Martian Manhunter movie.
Yeah.
Introverted,
really
I don't know
like,
if you're trying to insult me or not, but that doesn't sound very nice.
What?
He just said, has anyone told you that you look like the kid from the Lorax?
I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't sound like it's a compliment anyway. I don't know. I don't really care.
Alright.
I will say this. It seems like DC stories tend to be more about people who happen to have powers, and Marvel stories seem more likely to be about powers that happen to be latched onto people.
Well, what I really like is DC stands for Detective Comics. That's how they ended up making Batman, was because they were like, hey, we know what people like. It's like noir type shit. So, of course, there's, your Superman stories where, he punches a hole in reality because he's got magical superpowers and shit. That's why I mentioned guys like The Question and hell, dude, even fucking Plastic Man and other guys like that, is that there's a very rich amount of detective stuff going on in their stories. And, it's really fun. Whereas Marvel is just about people with superpowers beating the crap out of everybody. And, that's fine, but I like, for instance, big long series that I really liked. I liked 52. And one of the things that was nice with 52 was that they had so many different mysteries going on. And that kind of shit.
I have a couple of the DC graphic novels, like The Killing Joke and the one that inspired Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
The name escapes me.
Yeah. That said, I actually don't like a whole lot of Batman stuff because it's often, pretty focused around the Joker because duh. And, it's not the fault of the comics, especially not the classic stuff. Like you mentioned, The Killing Joke. Like, The Killing Joke's not ripping off anything. It was, like, what fucking created a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be able to, enjoy it now because I'm thinking it's so played out because, like...
I mean, parts of The Dark Knight were inspired by it.
Right. It's like it's poisoned by what came afterward, so I don't look down on it for that, but it's like I can't enjoy it because of that.
It's kind of like that whole Seinfeld is unfunny trope, where so many, Seinfeld provided a template for so many things.
Right. Definitely.
That came after.
That said, though, Seinfeld is still...
Yeah, it does manage to hold up.
Funny. I mean, there's no way that you could argue that Seinfeld's not fucking incredible. And, Michael Richards is a great example. It's like this dude can't even apologize for going on a racist tirade in real life without people cracking up because he's so fucking hilarious. He's not even trying to be funny, but he's just such a comedic legend.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jerry Seinfeld's all pissed off. He's like, stop laughing. It's not funny. So, like,
It kind of is.
You being mad. So, exactly. It's like you being mad is why it's funny, man. Damn, dude. We've got to be fishing in the wrong spot or something. Cause, like...
I finally caught something, but the thing is, if you look at the tablet, it doesn't really get any deeper anywhere else.
This is like peak hours, It's just...
We could maybe move over to the fatter side a little bit, just for the sake of variety.
I'm not sure. I'm just sitting there like, whatever we're doing is not working. It's whatever I'm doing is not working. Just keep catching these.
Well,
crappy
Shervin,
little-
didn't DK get injured a lot? Wasn't that like one of the issues at Ole Miss, I guess? But that must have been one trash QB all the same, man.
I am super duper far away from my float rod stand, so.
Mush.
I should use some of these perches that I'm catching as bait for larger fish.
Mm-hmm.
It's good lord, man.
Introverted, no. Definitely not. I might stream the end of it if the game is good. But short of that, no.
The end of what?
The end of the football game tomorrow, but it is. I do have some stuff going on.
Yeah, no doubt. Wait, what day is it?
Tomorrow's Christmas Day.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what day of the week.
It's Friday. JS, I'm not doing neither. I'm doing prime rib. I'm not doing ham or turkey. What's Snacks doing? He's still fishing on the other side of the lake. Oh, you mean tomorrow. JS, Snacks is not a practicing Jew, I don't think. So that would not necessarily apply to him, even if that was true.
Oh. How many times have I said this, guys? I am a Christian man. I go to an Orthodox church.
Mm-hmm. Apparently,
I went
Jews eat
to,
Chinese food on Christmas, which I don't know if that's true or not.
What Jews do is whatever they feel like. A lot of them go to the movies. Some of them go to Chinese restaurants, but this is like Chinese restaurants are likely to be open because Chinese people don't celebrate Christmas. If other restaurants were open, they would go to other places. That's why I said it depends. It's all like it's up to the individual. The point is that oh shit. I actually got a bite when I was trying to put my thing on the stand. Oh, finally. Yeah, this is a good spot right here. This is actually a big fish right here. Look at that.
Blue foolish. What the hell is a blue foolish gobby?
Oh, it's got a Santa hat on. Check this out. It's one of those meme fish. Gave me 75 XP. Goddamn.
Dang. It's not very big, too. If you got a big one.
0.847 pounds. But nah, I went to Christmas Eve Mass today. I'm Christian.
JS says, or they could create a banking empire that destroys the world.
They already have.
Oh, did you hear that rumor that Bill Clinton passed away today?
No, I did not. That would be I I think that's complete bullshit because I'm trying to sit here and be like, why on earth would they not bring that up?
Yeah,
If that actually happened, why would they not?
yeah, apparently there are some sources that are saying it's already happened. It's going to be announced in the next few days. So,
I
we'll find out, I guess.
I just think that's more Q style LARPing
Yeah.
of complete bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm all like, this. If that actually happened, why would they keep it quiet? And then that's when you go down the rabbit hole of, yeah, it's because there's all these different fucking. Oh shit! Another bite already. So I gotta reel this fucking thing in.
And it'll...
Reel faster. Why can't I just drop this fucking rod? God.
Don't worry, it won't get off the line for quite some time. Shervin, we don't know, but it sounds like it's just a QAnon type LARP thing, like Snack said. I wouldn't take it very seriously. But there was a thing.
Whoa,
and also, the tweet that claimed that Bill Clinton has died also said that he was secretly a member of the Rothschilds, so I don't know how seriously you want to take that.
Yeah, that's 100%.
But it has been making the rounds on the internet today. For whatever that's worth.
Like I said, if it happened, why would they keep it quiet? Yo. Bread with honey in this spot is the fucking dream. Holy shit.
Okay, I need to try that then, because I'm not having a lot of luck with my current bait. Let me get this sucker.
Wait a minute. Okay. Never. Yeah. I was playing some of the hunting game a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I read a guide that said get the hell off of the map that we were on because it's like the worst map for starters that you could play on.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, go to this one map that's in Germany where there's a lot of roe deer,
Mm-hmm.
which are super, super easy to hunt because they're really fucking stupid. And that was super true. Like, I came across a herd and I just dropped 3 before they even started moving.
Really?
And I was super close too. Like, I was within 150 yards of them. And they just, they respond really well to that one call that you have. The row call is the one that sounds more like a whistle. It's on your 5 key. And yeah, there's just a lot more deer in general on that map. It's good for people that are starting out, so.
Alright, we can give that a spin. Okay, I have a bite, but it's not fighting back whatsoever, so... Not thinking it's going to be that big. You know, one thing I'll give DK is for all these scraps he ends up in, he never gets a flag thrown on him. Last year against the Rams was like the only time I've ever seen him get flagged. Other than that, he's usually pretty content to just let the other guy get flagged. I wish you could get like 10 rod benches or something. And that way you could just fish out the whole lake by yourself, basically.
Hilarious. There are people that do similar shit like that in real life. I saw one guy, when I went hiking at that lake, I saw this guy was, he had 6 different rods on the stand by himself, and he's just laying back, sitting in a chair. And I'm all like, you're kind of missing the point, dude. Like, big time. What the fuck?
Well, who was the best defensive tackle of all time before Aaron Donald? Would be my question.
I think Warren Sapp.
Sapp was up there.
Lawrence. Was Lawrence Taylor?
No, Taylor
DT?
was an outside linebacker.
Alright, never mind.
But if it was if he was, he would be the greatest defensive player of all time, and he pretty much is as is.
Oh, I know who it is.
Dylan?
And no. The man himself, Dick Butkus. He's the best at all things.
Dick Butkus was basically Billy from the one comic where he can't get girls to stop laughing at him. Only it was because it was his name.
So we got super fucking swole, super fucking strong, just so he could start beating women. I love it. Ugh.
You know, I don't know. What are TJ Watt's stats like this year? Are they that impressive? They could give it to Aaron Donald. It would make a lot of sense.
You know what award they should give to Aaron Donald?
What?
Award for being good at football.
No, the award for being associated with a franchise that knocked down Hollywood Park to build some obnoxious shithole stadium.
Ah, man, it's funny because all of LA is a dump. Like, there's no part of it that's worth fucking feeling upset about when it gets torn down. The whole fucking county should be torn down. Make millions of people homeless. They basically already are.
I don't know. Hollywood Park has a retro vibe to it that I can appreciate more than some eyesore football stadium.
LA needs an enema. Put this one back on the stand.
Remember, guys, it costs nothing to not use the N-word. It's not about money. It's about sending a message. There we go.
How'd you catch that, Carter?
This is my feeder line using bread with honey. Bread with honey seems pretty good on this map.
Your what? You have a bob out?
I don't have a bobber, I don't think. Well, let me see here.
Oh, shit. Got my fucking thing. Common roach, huh? It's kind of disappointing. What do
Common roach?
I caught a roach.
Like a roach or what?
Yep, there's a roach colony underwater.
Huh.
That's the type of fish. It's called roach. There's another type of fish that's called a gar. I think that's like the dumbest name ever. There's a specific type.
What about the fish that's called a pickle Rick?
That's a good one too. There's a type of gar that's called alligator gar, and I'm just like, did they name that because they wanted to fuck with people? And they're like, yeah, I'm here fishing for alligator gar. A guy can beep you. Gabagoo. Gabagoo.
Okay, Pigeon. Well, that's good news. Hope it's true.
What's up?
No, somebody is saying apparently the Josh Gordon situation could be as minor as like some little thing that could be cleared up next week. It's not like, oh, we're going to banish him forever. Like maybe he just missed a piece of paperwork or something.
He didn't sign his legal name. He signed Josh Gordon instead of his legal name, which is Weeds McKenzie.
Tits McGee. He should sign it with the name Derek Vineyard.
Peace be upon him. I saw this YouTube video that wasn't up for very long. It got deleted very quickly. But this guy had he'd taken the curb stomp scene in American History X, and instead of the really tense, like, oh, this is a bad situation music that was going on, it was the celebratory basketball music from the basketball scene that was being played.
Oh, look at the size of this one. Not bad. That one fought like a mofo. Yeah, bread with honey is a killer out here, bro.
What's really funny to me is, like, in that whole scene, even though the movie's taking place in California and everything, if it hadn't have been for the curb stomp itself, he wouldn't even been arrested for what he did.
Oh yeah, no, he did nothing wrong other than maybe public endangerment because he was firing his gun.
But at the same time, like, he wasn't firing recklessly. Like, every shot he fired hit what he was fucking shooting at. So if it hadn't have been just for the curb stomp, then he would have.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, he had the gun legally. Presumably, he had the gun legally.
Right. Well, I mean, by that time, he didn't have a prison record, so there would have been no reason for him to not have had it illegally, unless he just straight up bought an unregistered firearm. But at the same time, I can't remember offhand laws around the 1990s regarding handguns. He might not have needed to get it registered. I don't know.
I wonder if they had any record of his association with a neo-Nazi gang, though. That would have been a little dicey to navigate in the courtroom.
Well, for having him tried in court, yeah, but that's not the kind of thing that would pop up on a background check unless you had a criminal record, and by that point he didn't.
Yeah, I should sell a fleece of with my face on it, doing the OK hand signal with Lord Vineyard's quote on it. Do you think I would sell good merchandise?
Oh, hell yeah, you would.
Yeah, Shervin, don't take PFF as gospel, man. Don't take PFF as gospel. They do some good stuff, but they also make a lot of obvious mistakes.
That's spelling fantasy football with a PH, right? Seriously, what does that shit stand for?
Pro Football Focus.
Oh.
They're a website that has like a team of people that grade players on a scale of 1 to 100 for every game they play. And the idea is, like 60 is a decent backup, 70 is a good starter, 80 is a quality starter, etc. And basically, it's a website that is trying to find a way to publicly evaluate how good offensive linemen and defensive linemen are playing, because we don't have traditional stats for those positions.
I wonder what kind of wristwatch calculator they're using for that.
Yeah. Basically, I think they watch every play, and then they assign that play like a score of +3, +2, +1, 0, -1, -2, -3. But my thing is, these grades get released like 20 minutes after the game is over. So I'm like, how can it possibly be accurate? How can you possibly evaluate every single player on a 22-person football field 20 minutes after the game's over? Like, there are going to be a lot of issues when you're trying to pump things out that quickly.
Yeah, no doubt.
They are definitely wristwatch calculator types of people. Guys, I just pulled out my wristwatch calculator and I calculated LeBron's RER.
I can't stop calculating. I'm gonna calculate.
I love the RER stuff. Ring efficiency. What was it? Yeah, ring efficiency.
I think it was ring efficiency rating. Something like that. Oh, right. Shit, I was doing that.
Remember KOD on the NBA on the NBAB?
What's up?
KOD on the NBAB. I think he actually did get a job in the NBA.
He wanted to. He was trying to. I don't think he did. Because I was asking him for advice. And he was all like, I'm still trying. I think he was trying to work his way up by getting in with like a D-League team, you know, lower affiliate, and then trying to work his way up from there. And that was the last I heard from him. It's been years.
If you guys have ever seen gay porn, you would know that LeBron looked exactly like a bottom in that picture.
Fucking Earl. Oh my god.
And then the whole topic just turned into people like, wait, what the hell did Earl just say?
Like, people didn't know that Earl was fucking gay as springtime. So, like, dude, this guy had a whole board to himself where he was posting fucking crazy, insane fucking pictures of himself, dude.
He might have been LARPing. He might have been LARPing as a gay person. I don't know.
No, he definitely wasn't, dude. He was a legend, man. That guy was hysterical.
One time I made a topic asking, like, if you had to bet your life on Derek Fisher making either a layup or a wide open three, which one would you take? And Earl was like, I would trust Fisher with my life. Even if he missed, I would know that it's because this needed to happen, and I would gladly give my life for like, I wouldn't care which one.
That's good shit.
Because you remember the play where Derek Fisher blows the 4-on-0 fast break layup?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I miss the NBAB memes.
Yeah. I think I remember some shit like that. There was a topic once that was like, aliens are going to destroy the Earth unless somebody makes a half-court shot. Who do you trust with it? And some guys were all like, Shaq, because we deserve to die. I agree with you.
Wasn't Corey Davis a top 5 pick?
I have no idea.
No, I'm asking the chat.
Oh.
TJ, it's not Christmas yet. It is going to be Christmas in like 8 minutes. Learn to math, people.
Merry Fishmas.
I remember one time, like, Earl said something like, stats aren't everything, which is why LeBron is not even a top 50 player in the NBA. And then Ninja asked him, like, who do you think is the best player in the NBA who is not either currently or formerly a Laker? And he said, Darren Collison.
Oh, man, that's good shit.
Remember the Sasha hype video he made?
Yeah.
The Sasha Vujacic video?
The machine, Sasha Vujacic.
And, like, the whole video is him just flopping after Ginobili gets his hand, like, 2 feet away from his face. Like, Ginobili puts his hand up 2 feet away from his face, and Vujacic goes down like he got shot.
Absolutely based.
I mean, Ginobili deserves it, but still, it was like...
Hell
really
yes,
bad.
he does.
One of my least favorite players of all time.
Yeah.
He missed the free throw that opened the floodgates in 2013, man.
Yep. Out of all the people who could have missed those free throws to choke that hard, I'm so glad that it was Kawhi and Manu. Especially since that incident caused Lebitard in his rant to be like, you can't spell manure without the Manu.
I like, what would it have taken for you to admit that Derrick Rose played a bad series? Urinate on himself?
Yeah, pretty good.
Because I think Derrick Rose didn't even break the Mendoza line in that series, and people were still like, no, he did everything he was supposed to do.
Yeah, Bulls fans absolutely sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I like how the Bulls won Game 1 in that series in 2013,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's all like, "They're the team that beat the streak. They're built specifically to beat Miami. They're gonna win this series," and then they got fucking trounced the next 4 games.
Yeah.
That was the moment that Jimmy knew. He was all like, "Someday I'm gonna play for this team."
Yep. I will always maintain it was a big indictment on Thibodeau that Bulls team went out so easily when they had all that depth, and Miami was, at that point in time, had very dubious depth.
Right. And that's, I felt the exact same way, because Spo, I still feel to this day he doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, people still don't acknowledge him as good of a coach as he actually is. And people now think that he's one of the top coaches in the league. So the fact that they're not calling this dude the GOAT is exactly what kills me. But back then, especially in 2011, people were like, yeah, this guy Spo, he sucks. I can't believe Miami's sticking with him. But, like, he coached circles around Tibbs, because that's always been Tibbs' problem, is that he doesn't make adjustments.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I kind of feel like is he exhausts his players during the regular season, and they got nothing left for the regular season.
Well, yeah, that too.
Like, that Bulls team went deep. They were deep with good quality players. And they were healthy by that point in the season, and they got absolutely pantsed.
This is nice. I'm catching a lot of meme fish right now.
Oh, yeah, Shervin. Yeah, Spo's a really good coach. I think everybody kind of... I don't think anybody doubts that at this point.
I'm pretty sure he's currently the longest tenured coach in the league. Wait, is Popovich still coaching?
Yeah, he is.
Second longest then.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the real problems, is that, like, a lot of teams don't let coaches stay with the franchise long enough to actually develop and build up. Great example is Frank Vogel. He is not even remotely the reason that the Lakers won that championship, but he is now a championship-winning coach. And he was good with the Pacers, but Larry Bird is completely retarded when it comes to coaches, because when he was a player, they didn't have consistency in the coaching staff. So he thinks it's a good thing when you get fresh eyes to come into a new situation.
Mm-hmm.
And his solution for doing that is that he fires coaches that are doing great just because they've been there for too long.
Mm-hmm. Yes, TJ, this is just a game where you fish. There's never going to be any aliens attacking that we have to shoot, or there are not going to be like bandits that come by that we have to guard our fish from or anything like that. This is just a fishing game.
Yeah. That said, we haven't played a shooter in a long time, so I think folks are getting a little antsy.
Well, since when do I give the slightest crap about my viewers?
Basically.
That being said, you do have a point. The thing is, a lot of shooters suck.
Exactly.
Like, do we really want to do Borderlands? Do we really want to do Call of Duty? Do we really want to do...
No way. I fucking hate Borderlands.
I don't hate it. I liked 1 more than 2, I will admit that. Like, what else is there in terms of, like, co-op shooters these days? I don't even know. There's Far Cry, which we are going to do when I get my new PC. And I think that one's going to be good. I liked Far Cry 3 a lot.
I hate eating these Christmas candy canes where the wrapper just won't fucking come off.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's me nuts. How much longer are you going to be up?
Well, I'll tell you this. I am not remotely tired because I took a nap today like an idiot. But I do kind of have to be up in 8 hours, so... Probably not a ton longer. Ooh. Alright, here we go. I have an empty net right now. Possibly when I fill this net, it's going to be time. Something like that. We got a little bit of a fighter here. This one could be a decent catch. I mean, if I cared about what my viewers wanted, I'd be streaming Madden right now. So, you know,
Oof.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I think that only went anywhere once when we did the poll. Hey, what do you guys want us to play next? Call of Duty won by an overwhelming margin.
Yeah.
And we tried to play that shit and it was all fucked up. And we're like, okay, no more.
Yeah, and then we played Halo, which worked out pretty well for the most part. I mean, I had a good time playing Halo.
Yeah. Right until Halo 4.
I mean, did you like ODST?
There were parts that I didn't, but I liked it more than I didn't like it.
That's kind of an interesting one because it's such a measly campaign mode.
Yeah.
I just don't know why it's so hard to make a good Halo game. Like, it sounds like they've just completely gone off the rails, and, like, why? How hard is it to make a Halo game? Wait a minute, do I have a bite or not? I think I do.
No, I've got a bite.
Oh, okay, I have dark hornwort. Okay, that's not a bite, but, well...
The fuck is that? Is that a boot?
No, it's a piece of plant. It's a piece of seaweed or something.
Oh. I see.
Hey, Captain Rex. Yeah, sure, Vin. I mean, this game's going to tell us everything. If Wilson doesn't play well in this game, then we're going to have a off-season full of questions about him for sure, and he brought it on himself.
Yeah. I don't think Pete Carroll's going to have any choice but to force him to wear the cut cage for the rest of the season.
Oh my god, this one's testing the strength of my line, bro. This one is coming dangerously close to breaking my line.
When in doubt, increase your drag to the point of retardation. Just for the hell of it. Just remember, if the line snaps, you lose absolutely everything. Especially your dignity.
These carp are pretty nice and decent money too. Can take a little ride on my big green tractor.
Oh, are we singing songs about farm equipment now? Well, I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key.
Is that a real song?
Now let's get. Yes, it is.
Wow.
By the Wurzels.
That's quite something. But Big Green Tractor is like a very well memed country song.
Combine harvester Wurzels.
You know, TJ, I've heard that theory be tossed around before. I don't know if I buy it, but it's an interesting discussion to have, I suppose.
Put it in your chat.
I saw Fearless Frog on Facebook today.
Something I need.
Haven't seen him post on
'Cause I
Facebook
got
in
a
a long
brand new
time.
combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. On now, let's get together in perfect harmony. I've got
Thank you, Big
28
Dog.
acres, and you've got 43. Well, I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. Hey, level 11! I can go get that crawdad lure now. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, wow, wow.
Shervin, maybe the touchdown record did get inside his head. I don't know. But if it did, he sure looks stupid right now because at this point, he's not even going to break 50, which seemed unthinkable earlier this season.
I think the only thing that got in his head was all the different men that had sex with his wife before he did.
Maybe.
His greatest regret is that he didn't get the chance to watch. Oh man, there's all these 11-year-olds in your chat like, what the hell's he talking about? Well, if you ever vote Democrat someday, you'll understand. Alrighty, let's take a look.
Okay, so here's the video that I mentioned the other day, Snacks. Just,
Wow. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, man.
I don't know if you've seen this
sorry.
one.
No, I can't even see his face without laughing. He's a legend. So, he's...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yes, TJ, he is singing Combine Harvester by the Wurzels. But yeah, that's actually a video where Sam Hyde is trying to offer real advice. He's not just trying to meme. Yeah, that may be true, Mass Temple. That's the first I'm hearing of it.
Alright, let's see here. Yay. Bye. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.
Man, Santee is still playing Cyberpunk. I wonder if he's just trying to justify the $60.
I believe it. Poor Dingleberry.
I don't even spend $60 on games that I like.
Seriously.
But like somebody on Facebook actually made a video comparing Cyberpunk to Grand Theft Auto 5, which is now a game that is almost 8 years old. And like in GTA 5, if you shoot the tires, you can actually blow out the tires and and make it more difficult for a car to be controlled. So you can shoot out a car's tires. In Cyberpunk, you can't. In Grand Theft Auto 5, if you shoot into like the ocean or a body of water, you'll see splashes, just like you would if you actually shot into water. And in Cyberpunk, you don't. And it's just crazy how much further behind Cyberpunk is compared to even that freaking 8-year-old game.
Right. This is the reaction for people who should have known better. But the reaction is an excellent example of why we never got Half-Life 2 Episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Valve could never possibly hit the expectations that people have for this game because of how long it's been.
Mm-hmm.
So they could make an excellent game. Because like Cyberpunk, I'm sure is going to be an excellent game in the future. But people are so pissed off right now. Like, I don't think Valve would release the game and have it be that buggy. But at the same time, like, there's still going to be similar amounts of disappointment just for people who are expecting more.
I mean, it's been hyped for 13 years now. It's got no chance.
Right.
Like, at this point, what can a shooter even do that shifts the paradigm to that degree? Like, I remember when Half-Life 2 came out, and I was just blown away by the physics, the ragdoll physics, the things you could do, the gravity gun. That was all stuff you didn't see in other games, so it was like, wow, look at all this stuff I can do in this shooter. But now that stuff's common, so what are you going to do now to make it revolutionary?
Yeah, no doubt. Good gravy.
According to Razor Fist, Keanu Reeves sounds like he was very, very depressed when he was recording his Cyberpunk lines.
Yeah, because he read the script.
Or in his words, he mailed in the performance pretty on a 33-cent stamp, I think is the way he put it. You know, there are some people who just shouldn't be voice actors. They're just not good at it. Even if they're good actors. Like Christopher Lee did the voice acting for Count Dooku in the Clone Wars movie.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not a good voice actor. He should not be doing voice acting.
Yeah. But I don't blame him. That dude is really, really, really old school. And voice acting, you know, that he's familiar with is like, it's supposed to be purposefully hammy, is what people expect.
Mm-hmm.
So he must have just completely fucking just not had any idea, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a time and place for everything, I suppose. Like, the way that Count Dooku fights with the lightsaber in Star Wars is nothing like how anybody else fights with a lightsaber in Star Wars, and it's all because Christopher Lee was like, I want to do this like it's fencing, and he refused to do it any other way.
Right. Oh, man. This sucks.
What's the matter?
Gotta buy a new rod to do what I'm trying to do here. Because the concept is exactly the same. But I need a new rod specifically because these lures that don't come with hooks on them are they require what's called a jig hook. And in order to be set up on the thing, you need a jig rod.
Oh, a jig. That's what I was using to fish for squid. They called it a jig.
Yeah. Right. So that's specifically what you need, I guess, is how to lure fish, bottom feeders using specific types of. Because otherwise, the lure fishing that we know that you can do with the this kind of rod thing. What the hell's the name of it? What do you call this fucking thing? Tell me. Mine's called the. Oh, it's a spinning rod. Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, I need a completely new fucking thing then.
Here we go. Wow, this fish just straight gave up all of a sudden.
What the hell? Okay, this is strange. Let me. No earthly idea what I'm doing.
Ooh, 2-pound young mirror carp.
Okay. I'm about to get really angry. You gotta be fucking kidding.
Mushekels.
Basically. Yeah, and in order to get one of these rods, it has to be specifically designed to use jig heads.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the ones that, let this allure type work and everything. I can either spend real life money to get the one that unlocks a level 10, or I can wait until level fucking 16.
How much real money are we talking here?
Let's see.
Yeah, Mask, he's talked about that a little bit before. That's pretty cool.
I'd be able to afford it with $6.
Hmm.
But I actually don't have $6 right now.
Okay.
I'm very, very
Like,
poor.
there's literally no way to earn it with in-game money, or you just need such a ridiculous amount of in-game money that...
That's it only sells for the gold tokens thing.
Oh, okay.
And it's 75 tokens.
Oh,
I've only got
Jesus.
14 right now. Yeah.
75? Wow, okay.
Well, that's pretty disappointing because I thought I was done grinding and I'd finally be able to do the thing that I wanted to do, but nope. Still got 5 more levels of grinding to do. Oof.
Well, it is Christmas now. It occurs to me.
Yeah.
Christmas just doesn't mean the same thing as it used to. What can I say?
Yeah, seriously. Right. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. It kind of kills my desire to continue playing this game for the day.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here soon anyway because I need to, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to fill this net. I only need a handful of more big fish.
Okay. So, now that I'm on my own again, what am I going to play?
I mean, if you want to jump over to the hunting game, I can do that. Like, it doesn't matter that much to me either way.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that for a while, but...
Okay.
Ow, goddamn. Come on, you fucking rapper. Why are candy canes so hard to eat because this fucking rapper? Come on, you
So,
shopper.
today I received confirmation that I've lost weight over the last year. Because I was putting on
That's
some
good.
pants that I haven't put on in a year, and they don't fit very well anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, just let me log off here. Let me pull this sucker in.
Alright.
Ooh, I picked up a shoreside weed. Alright guys, the stream's gonna go